Buckle up, here's one of many stories that make me believe deer are all just /x/tear spoons of Satan. Be me. First campfire party of the year. Sit around the fire with several cousins. One shot glass making its rounds in typical Polish redneck fashion. Around 3 most cousins go catch somesies. Stay with one cousin, the sky is perfectly clear and super bright. Decide to 420 blaze it and look for Elmos in the sky. Deep existential conversation. JPG. Suddenly hear this super loud shriek from the woods nearby. Literally sounds like a child being skinned alive mixed with a woman giving birth. Anon, has deer mating season started yet? Don't think so. Absolutely no other animal in the area that could make a sound even remotely similar. Get up and shine flashlight into the tree line. Another shriek, this time closer. I shit you not, and a fucking drink glass shattered. Have ringing in ears from the sound just like if a gun fired right next to my ear. Too drunk to panic, just yet. Make fun of fucking opera deer. Another similar shriek comes from the hills behind us. Dude WTF.jpg. Shriek in front of us in response. Start packing up. Hear rustling in a field of wheat a couple years away. Shine flashlight. A fucking deer standing upright with front legs awkwardly dangling in front like it doesn't know what to do with them. Shrieks so loud we temporarily lose all hearing. My head starts hurting like a motherfucker. Turn around to run. Another motherfucker standing upright. I'm guessing it makes the sound again, can't even really hear it at this point, just feel vibration in my body. Grab cousin by his jacket and sprint into a random direction like an idiot. Of course you picked the only direction with thick underbrush. At least it's downhill. Our hearing slowly starts to return. Shrieks still can be heard in the distance. Finally emerge out of the woods after a 20-minute sprint that felt like hours. Be me, party animal, hitting the woods near Espanola on with my crew for a bush fire. Booze flowing, music blaring, good times all around. Justin's girlfriend, Amber, getting wild with the rest of us. Suddenly, shit gets too spooky. Hear strange noises in the darkness, like something's watching us. Brush it off, blame it on the booze. But then, Amber starts acting weird, like she's possessed or some shit. Justin's freaking out, but we all just laugh it off. MFW, I realize something ain't right. Then, out of nowhere, Amber grabs Justin and drags him into the darkness. Panic sets in as we realize something seriously fucked up. Without thinking, we follow them, stumbling through the trees in a drunken stupor. Finally catch up to them in a clearing, but something's off. Amber's eyes are glowing, and her voice sounds all wrong. That's when I notice it, her face keeps shifting, like it's made of fucking clay. Immediate 360 and run away, screaming like a bunch of banshees. But, as we flee through the woods, we hear it, Amber's voice, calling out to us, begging us to come back. We reach the edge of the forest and stop, hearts pounding, breath coming in ragged gasps. That's when I realize something fucked up. Amber never left the party. We've been partying with a fucking mimic this whole time. MFW, I realize we almost got duped by a shape-shifting monster. Open the door, we gotta warn the others. Get on the floor, shit's about to get real. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Be me. Close 27 years old. Wants to find someone to marry. Tinder whores don't even reply. Use Bumble. Woman has to write first. Hit it off with a tomboy. She tells me she is demisexual and polyamorous. I'd what that even means. She asks to meet. Have coffee date. Anon, you are not a serial killer, are you? Spaghetti spill out of pocket on the floor. She tells you her cat helps her masturbate. Okay? She wants to get even bigger cats. Ignore, because you want to smash. She wants to make OnlyFans. Find out she has a whole circle jerk thread on /pol/dedicated about her. She ghosts you and wants to send her female friend to talk to you. Block her. Find out she fucks a black guy. Immediately repulsed. MFW. Be me. Most of my dreams are lucid. Sometimes during lucid dreaming, I visit places that I find extremely mind-blowing and they stick with me. I will describe to you one of those places. It was either early sunrise or late sunset. A vast lake. It was still and crystal clear, almost like a gray mirror. There was a path of sheet-black bricks on the lake that lead to a city. Each brick of the path looked like it was shaped by flaking, they were uneven and they all had golden symbols on them. I arrive in the town. It is empty. All the houses are cubes made of the exact same bricks as the pathway. The houses have entrances and holes for windows but no doors or actual windows. They also have no roofs. They are perfect cubes. The pathway branches into other narrow streets, with houses on each side. Their houses do not stick to the pathways, it's still water between them. It looks like the houses were built on the surface of the mirror-like lake. There are white rods on some houses and in the corners where the pathways take turns. They emit a cold blue light. In the center of the city it's a great pyramid made of the exact same black bricks with golden symbols as the houses and the pathways. The city was completely devoid of life. I was alone but it felt nice. I would like to go back. I woke up before I could explore more. Be me when I was 16. Walk 8 miles up to a hiking forest. Weird doll heads on the way. When entering the forest something feels off. Go into the heart of the forest, lie down, and finish The Sorrows of Young Werther, a book where the guy offs himself at the end. Take a nap for an hour. Write for another hour. Finally stand up. Fully tied noose, like one you'd use to off yourself, not a tiny one, appeared beneath me. Throw it over a tree in a semi-trance state. Put it over my neck and get up and consider jumping. Hear Wagnerian music and it puts me out of the trance. Walk out of the forest and down the country road up the mountain. A goat stares at me, walks up to the fence, gets fully erect and ejaculates within like a minute. A few years later I heard music in the forest at dusk when nobody was there. How to deal with extreme lust. Is this a demonic attack? Be me. Have a foot fetish since I can remember. Saw every female foot fetish video, I literally can't find nothing new. Masturbate 2 to 3 times a day or even more to feet. Throw away huge amounts of money on foot pics, vids and even bought worn socks and shoes, paid by day of wear with proof. It just gets worse and worse as the time passes. Now when I see a woman 20 to 60 I instantly think about her feet. Shit hard as fuck during summer because I see women in flip-flops or open-toe shoes every day. I live near a beach. It fucks a loot with my focus. I have a hard-on constantly and it's really awkward to hide it and frustrating to be so horny. I get blue balls daily. I literally find myself staring down at the feet of the women that I'm interacting with. Saw a woman, 40 to 50 maybe, throw away her sandals on the ground. I waited for her to leave and I took them home where I licked and sniffed them. I know that shit is wrong. It annoys and frustrates me a lot and it only gets stronger and stronger by the day. What could be the /x/ meaning of this? Be me. Get a visit from Illuminati agent. Immediately blow her cover in front of civs. It doesn't even matter lol. Normies can't comprehend the reality in front of them. Get her to like me. She starts feeding me info. After 16 hours of this she finally says wait, am I feeding you or are you feeding me? Say I'm feeding you, obviously. Send her on her way knowing that she broke protocol. She lost the job. Be me. Higher level astral plane, things no longer change freely. Spend months building a cabin. A dense safe hold within the shifting mystery. No matter the danger I find myself in I always know the way back. Rugs, candles, wooden furniture and utensils. Finally finished with the final touch of the water drainage system. Spend all day gooning in my astral cabin to mine porn instead of using it to rest in between wacky adventures. Any tips to avoid this?